Hello, Detective Clark. This is Dale Oswald. How are you doing today?
Oh, hi, Dale. Thanks for calling me back so quick.
Yeah, not a
Let
problem,
me
you know.
let me go get my notes real quick. There's just some. You got time for me to ask you a couple questions?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Great. We got the S. I don't know if you listened to my message. I got the FBI form back from the agency. I'm just cleaning up the case to submit it to the district attorney
Okay,
so they can make a decision on if they accept charges or not.
okay.
Okay.
And what did the SBI say?
So that you had FBI.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. That's what we pretty much figured, you know.
Yeah, I definitely assume so because you had the facial fractures. Just the DA won't accept the case without it.
Yeah.
All right. Put you on speaker while I write. That's okay.
Sorry, what was that?
I'm gonna put you on speaker as I write the stuff down that you tell me.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right. Hey, Dell. So looking through the case and everything, I don't see. Did they have you write a written statement?
No, sir.
Okay. So I
But they.
watched the body cams of the officers that, while you're getting checked out of the ambulance, they're asking you what happened,
Uh huh.
and it's a very piecemeal statement.
Uh huh.
So I kind of want to, if you could tell me your own words, what happened that day, if you remember.
Um. Yeah, it's um. Let's see here if I recall. While I was standing there at the bus waiting. The individual had actually passed me and sat down on like some like nearby steps to the apartment building there. Uh, and I was looking up the next bus schedule. When the next bus would be available. Um, and I apologize, sir. I got a cold, so I've kind of got some respiratory issues.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah.
that's no problem.
Yeah. And um, so we were sitting there, while I was standing there near the corner. This gentleman actually got up, like threw it looked like a cinnamon bun or a cinnamon roll or some sort of pastry that he was sitting there eating. Got up and walked over to me and said, "I want to fight." And at that
Did he,
point,
did he, did he throw it at you or just
no, he
throw it on
just
the
threw it
ground?
down on the ground, got up and walked over to me directly and said he wanted to fight. And my reply was, "Why?" And like he had no reply, and that kind of like seemed to diffuse the situation. So that was it. So went back to looking at the schedule, uh, and then after a second, this gentleman comes up and uh, smacks my uh, phone out of my hand and sends it into the air, crashing down into Kofax. Um, uh, so at that point, I like push him away, uh, and just kind of like left it at that. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, get away from me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And he he went back, sat down for a second, got back up. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for the bus, and I'm
Okay,
at
one second. I'm
huh?
having a hard time hearing you here.
Oh, sorry. And I'm waiting on the bus. I'm waiting, hoping it's supposed to come. It's the 16. It runs late. Uh, and At that point, he takes his shirt off, walks back over, and tries to like tackle me. So I'm trying to like resist him. Oh no, actually, before that, when he came back, I actually brandished a small pocket knife. I wouldn't say brandish, but I used it like for the situation. Uh, and it's something I normally carry for like work and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's a small pocket. In fact, I produced it to the officers on the scene and showed them and told them everything about that. And to deter, like, dude, get away from me. You know what I mean? What are you doing? So I, put the pocket knife away. Uh, kind of go back, waiting for this bus. So Uh, at that point, that's after when he still tackles me. So I even was like, dude, get away from me. I could, I have the right to self-defense, and he still came at me again. Tackled me to the street, uh, and I was trying to get him off of me the whole time without I took his well-being into consideration more than he did my own. So I was trying to get him off of me, uh, but ever since I contracted COVID back in October, I've kind of been weaker than what I used to be. So I was struggling to kind of get him off of me. Uh, and we kind of fell into Kofax, where a number of cars kind of pulled up, and one even pulled up, and a gentleman got out and tried to, dude, what are you doing? Try to like diffuse the situation. And as that dude was over, is trying to break us up. That's when uh, the assailant began punching me in the face.
Okay.
And then, so we break up. I call the police. Uh,
How did you guys break up? So he punched you in the face, and then he got
uh,
up, or?
uh, yeah, it just more or less just uh, like broke up. I forget what he was gonna do, but
Okay.
the dude who actually tried to stop us, like as soon as I started getting assaulted, he freaked out, jumped in his car, and drove off. uh, so it was just me and this dude. I call the police. As I'm on the phone with the police, with dispatch, he actually pulls a wooden stake out of the ground and like starts coming at me after it. So I'm like trying to relay what direction he's going to the officers, to dispatch, so they could go, apprehend this dude. And um, I mean, I think even before I engaged the police officers, a SUV patrol car passed by me, and just kind of kept going. I don't know if you listened to any of dispatches recordings, uh, but then I finally made contact with the officers in a McDonald's parking lot.
Um, so you said after you guys broke up,
Uh huh.
you started to walk away. Then he picked up a wooden stake.
Yeah, one of those large ones that hold up small trees, that new trees.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what did you do with that?
He charged at me, and then I think he second thought it and dropped it and began to make his evade.
Okay. So, and then the officers ended up apprehending him, and then they did a show up and positively ID'd him. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Um, so let me make sure I understand some of these. He came up. He he threw the pastry on the ground. Came up.
Mhm.
He smacked the phone out of your hand. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, no. First, I thought I diffused the situation because when he threw the pastry on the ground, that's when he said he wanted to fight, and I asked him why, because I didn't know this gentleman. And like that seemed to diffuse it. Like he didn't have an answer for it, and he just kind of went back and sat back down. And then that's when he got up and smacked the phone out of my hand.
And he just came over and just smacked the phone out of your hand.
Yeah. Didn't say anything else. Did nothing. Just walked up and smacked it out of my hand.
And then he took his shirt off.
Well, I pushed him away, and then he went and sat back down. After he smacked my phone out of my hand, I pushed him away. Like you dude, like the standard, you know, uh, type of personal space type thing. You know what I mean? And he that is when he took his shirt off, and then oh shoot, I lost my place. Where were we?
That's okay. And then he took his shirt off. And then did he approach you again? Was that when he pulled out the pocket knife?
Yeah, after he took his shirt off and
Okay.
came back. So
And
that would
then
have been like his third to fourth time engaging me.
okay. And then when he pulled out the pocket knife, what did he tell you, or what did you tell him?
I was just back up. You know what I mean? It was just more of a kind of like a standing ground type of thing. Like back up, dude.
Sure.
Don't come into this area. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He already displayed you know, uh, uh, aggressive aggression, you know.
Right.
And I do
What did
have
he
a
say when he saw your? What did he say when he saw your knife?
uh, he seemed to be kind of rather unfazed by it.
Okay. So did he turn around and just walk away, or?
Um, I think he did kind of at that point, and then came back, and that's when he tackled me.
That's when he tackled you.
After I put the knife back in my pocket, you know.
You folded the blade and put the knife back in your pocket, or was the blade still out?
No, I folded the blade and put it in my pocket.
Okay. And that's when he tackled you.
Yes, sir. Well,
Okay.
yeah, that's when he tackled me. Uh, and we kind of it was a very slow tackle. We kind of like made our back to the curb, and kind of that's kind of how I lost my balance, was the curb, was just trying to get him off and get distance.
At any time, did you or the suspect use any type of racial slurs?
Mm, not that I recall.
Okay. Did you notice if did, was there any way that the suspect could have been cut by your knife?
No, because he was never close enough.
Okay.
Detective Clark, isn't the video saved from the Halo camera?
Nope.
Really?
There is no video from the Halo camera.
No. So there was no gathering of evidence initially.
Well, there's no video that was saved from the Halo camera. The um, the video is saved for 30 days,
Uh huh.
and when the case is turned into the district or the city attorney, like it was,
Uh huh.
um, their investigators would go get the Halo footage,
Uh huh.
um, and I'm not sure what the status was after the case was turned into them, but on our end,
Uh
um,
huh.
if I would have got the case, then I would have pulled the Halo footage. But since it's past 30 days, I
Yeah.
wasn't
It.
able to get the Halo footage.
Yeah. It's been months. So. Wow. So that evidence is just lost then, huh?
Correct. There is no evidence.
Okay. Um. Wow. Well, I mean, short of like my injuries and the body cam footage from the responding officers.
Yep. So I've got the body cam from the responding officers that, kind of talk to you. The reason why I wanted to get a good statement from you
Mhm.
is their questions were, you were being briefed by the paramedics at the same time.
Mhm.
So, your statements kind of jumped a little, not
Mhm.
due to the fact of you. You were right
Yeah.
in the middle. You just got punched 3 times. You got a fractured
Mhm.
facial bone.
Mhm.
That makes sense. But what I wanted to do is just get a timeline of what happened without any interruption.
Mhm.
And also, I got to view the video of the officers when they apprehended the suspect,
Mhm.
and he talked about what happened.
Uh huh.
So that's the reason why I had to call you to get that straightened out, because the DA would be asking me these questions.
Okay.
Okay. When you pulled out your knife, did you tell me the reason why you pulled that out?
That was after he had already slapped the phone out of my hand and became aggressive, So it was stand your ground kind of issue, like, dude, back up,
Well, then you're not
you know.
telling me how you're feeling.
Like how what?
How you're feeling. You told me what happened. But how
Oh,
were
how
you
I was
feeling?
feeling at the time?
Yep.
Uh, I, I was honestly fearful and confused. This dude
Okay.
just came up to me out of nowhere, uh, and was looking to start a fight, and was getting aggressive and anything. And like I said, I'm not, uh, as far as physical capabilities, ever since my COVID infection in last October, I just don't have, like the strength or stamina, I guess, like I used to. Even doing just like basic functions and stuff like that. Like it kind of really got to me.
Sure. Is this person taller or shorter than you? The suspect taller or shorter than you?
Um,
They're about the same height.
I think we might have been about the same height. If anything, he might have been an inch or so shorter than me. No, but I did contact District 1 and told them that I have seen this individual in the area of my uh, workplace.
Where do you work at?
I work at Fairview Elementary on 11th and Decatur.
Okay. But you've never seen you've never had any interactions or
Uh,
anything that
Interaction before that date, I would never have known that gentleman uh, until what happened.
okay. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to add as far as what happened that day?
Um, well, I mean, because I have seen this individual in my work area after this incident, and I report this. In fact, I think I've seen him, and he's changed his description. I think he has dyed blonde, kind of like the start of dreadlocks, and he's not wearing his glasses. So I don't know if that description will help you in finding and apprehending this gentleman.
Well, there is an active warrant out for him.
Uh huh.
So, um, I mean, certainly if you see him, call us and we can send officers out, assuming to call them. But
Mhm.
don't. I mean, I'm sure you know.
Uh huh.
Don't approach him or say anything to him.
No, 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 no. Yeah, I won't.
Um, but I'll be typing up the case and hopefully be turning it in by the end of business today or the end of business tomorrow, depending on what my other cases are doing.
Okay.
And then I'll give you a call back with what decision the district attorney gives me.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Okay?
Excellent, Detective Clark. I truly appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
Any other questions or anything else I can help you with?
not at this time, feel free to reach out to me with any additional questions, or information.
Sure. All right, sir. Well, thanks for your time, and I appreciate you getting back to me so quickly.
Okay. Thank you, Detective, and you have a good one.
You also. Bye bye.